Hey everybody, this is Rykard here again, and welcome to another Pokemon Sun and Moon Movesets video. Today's video is going to be all about the new dancing Pokemon Oricorio. So let's get started by taking a look at this Pokemon's multiple typings, ability, and stats. So to start things off, Oricorio is a fairly unique Pokemon in the Alolan region due to the fact that it has 4 different variants. The first version, which you see in the top left, is a Fire Flying variant, the top right being the Electric Flying variant, the bottom left being the Psychic Flying variant, and the bottom right being the Ghost Flying variant. The important thing to note, though, about all these different forms of this Pokemon is that they all possess the same exact move pool. So for example, the Fire Flying version of this Pokemon doesn't learn a bunch of different fire moves, it learns the same exact moves as the other types do. So all the movesets in this video are going to apply to each type of this Pokemon. As for its ability, though, it possesses the really unique ability new to this generation being Dancer, which is a move that copies the dance moves of your opponents. For example, if you bring Oricorio in on a Pokemon that just went for, say, Swords Dance, after that Pokemon goes for Swords Dance, Oricorio will also go for Swords Dance. And it's important to note that this doesn't actually take up your turn. It kind of functions as a separate event entirely. So for example, if you have 2 Oricorios on your field in a double battle and you both go for Swords Dance, one's going to Swords Dance, the other will copy it, so you'll basically get to +4, and then the other will Swords Dance, and then the other will copy it, and you'll get to +4 on both of them. So it's kind of a cool, unique ability that has a lot of functions in double battles especially, and can have a little bit of usefulness in single battles as well. But as for its stats, this Pokemon does have base 75 HP, base 70 defense, and base 70 special defense, meaning that it is not the bulkiest Pokemon in the world, though being a flying type it does have access to Roost to kind of give it a little bit of recovery over time, but its attacking stats are base 70 physical attack and base 98 special attack, meaning that of the two, it's probably more commonly going to be seen as a special attacker, even though it does have access to Swords Dance to make use of its physical attack if it wanted to. And lastly, this Pokemon has a base 93 speed, which is on the faster side as far as Pokemon in this generation are concerned, and will definitely allow it the ability to potentially outspeed a lot of threats and take them out with its high attacking stat from the special side. But with that, let's take a look at the first moveset that I have for you in this video. So for this first moveset, we're going to start by giving it a Timid Nature to increase its speed but lower its physical attack, and then obviously going with the Dancer ability, and then running an especially attacking offensive EV spread with 4 defense EVs, 252 special attack EVs, and 252 speed EVs. As for the item, we're going to either go with the Choice Scarf to boost its speed, a Choice Specs to boost its special attack, a Life Orb to boost the power of all of its attacks but take 10% recoil every time we damage our opponent, an Expert Belt to boost the damage of our super effective moves, an Assault Vest to give it a little bit extra special bulk, or Leftovers to allow this Pokemon to recover a little bit of HP at the end of every turn. As for the moves though, the first one we're going to go with is going to be Oricorio's signature move in Revelation Dance, and this is a special attack that basically changes with the type of Oricorio you are. So if you're the Fire Flying one, Revelation Dance will be a fire move, and if you're the Electric Flying one, Revelation Dance will be an electric move, and so on. In addition to this, we're also going to be running a Flying type stab attack in the form of Hurricane or Air Slash, both with each having a unique property to them, whether it be Hurricane having more power and the chance to confuse your opponent but having less accuracy, whereas Air Slash has more accuracy, less power, but a chance to flinch your opponent, so either option is useful there. As for its third attacking option, you're either going to go with some type of hidden power that complements the form of Oricorio that you are, Sleep Talk as a way to possibly make this Pokemon into sleep fodder, that you can switch it in on a predicted sleep move, and thus allow it to continue to attack even when asleep, which is a very cool little strategy since this Pokemon doesn't have a ton of attacking options, or you can run Roost to allow it to recover some HP, and then run U-Turn in the last move slot. As far as hidden powers are concerned though, it's really going to vary depending on which form ends up in what tier, and what Pokemon you want to be able to take out with whichever form you're using. I will say though that the Fire type would very much appreciate running Hidden Power Grass, the Electric type would benefit from running Hidden Power Ice, and then the Psychic and Ghost type ones could benefit from running either Hidden Power Fire or Hidden Power Fighting as a way to allow them to have a little bit more type coverage outside of just their stab attacks. As for this next moveset, we're going to be delving a little bit more into this Pokemon's support move pool and other non-attacking moves. So we're going to start this one off by giving it the same nature and the same EV spread as the previous moveset, as well as also running a life orb or leftovers in your item slot. But for the moves, the first one that we're going to go with is either going to be Teeter Dance as a way to confuse your opponent, or Taunt as a way to prevent them from using any of their non-attacking moves. Both of these moves have their own utility in themselves and can be very beneficial to either support your team by having a Taunt user on it to block any stally-based teams, or running Teeter Dance just for the chance at confusion, possibly causing your opponent to hurt themselves and not attack that turn and giving you a free turn of advantage. As for your next move though, we're definitely going to be running with our flying type stab in the form of Hurricane or Air Slash, and for your third move slot, either going with Revelation Dance to give you your secondary stab, or Roost as a way to recover some HP. As to the last move slot though, we're either going to go with Substitute to put you behind a protective barrier to shield you from attacks and statuses, which can work really well in combination with Teeter Dance, as it will basically cause your opponent to possibly hit themselves in confusion, giving you a free substitute. Additionally, you could also run Roost in this last move slot if you are running Revelation Dance in the third move slot to kind of make this Pokemon as a dual attacking, just using its stabs type Pokemon that can also recover HP and possibly either taunt or confuse its opponent. Or you can run U-Turn in this last move slot as a way to again give it some maneuverability around the battlefield and allow it to possibly gain some switch initiative over the course of the battle for your team. As for this next moveset, I'm going to be showing off one variant of a special attacking boosting set for this Pokemon. So we're going to start this one off again by going with a timid nature and the same EV spread of 4 defense, 252 special attack, and 252 speed EVs, along with using a life orb or leftovers as your item. As for the moves, the first one that we're going to go with is one of 3 boosting options, the first of which being Calm Mind to boost your special attack and special defense, the second being Work Up to boost your physical attack and special attack, and the third being Agility to boost your speed by 2 stages. As to your moves though, the first one that we're going to go with is going to be Hurricane or Air Slash to be your main flying type stab, and then for your next attack either being Revelation Dance or Baton Pass. And Revelation Dance again working with whatever type of Oricorio you're using, and Baton Pass being a way to pass any of the boosts that you have acquired to another teammate so that they can possibly make use of them. In this last move slot, also you have the option of running Roost for some recovery to help you actually be able to possibly set up a couple more times than normal, because you'll be able to heal off any damage or any weaker hits that you might have taken. Or if you didn't go with Baton Pass in the third move slot, going with it here as a way to again pass your boosts that you've acquired through their Calm Mind, Work Up, or Agility to another member of your team. If you just strictly want to go with Calm Mind though, however, the second variant of this moveset includes using a Bold Nature to increase your physical defense but lower your physical attack, and then using a bulky physical defensive EV spread of 248 HP EVs, 252 defense EVs, and 8 speed EVs. Again, running with the item of leftovers to give you some recovery at the end of every turn, but this time again only working with Calm Mind, because with your physical defense investment, you'll be able to take hits a lot easier and thus be able to Calm Mind up, possibly even against like a weaker physical attacker, and possibly even get more boosts as a result of your increased investment in your defenses to potentially pass those boosts off to another member of your team or make use of them yourself. On the other side of things, you could also run Oricorio as a physical attacker that boosts its stats and also potentially Baton Passes them off to another member of your team. So in this variant of a Baton Pass set, we're going to start by giving it a Jolly Nature to increase its speed but lower its special attack, and going with a physical attacking EV spread of 252 physical attack EVs, 4 defense EVs, and 252 speed EVs. As for the item on the set, we can either actually just opt to not run an item at all to use with the Acrobatics move, or we can run Leftovers as a way to recover a little bit of HP at the end of every turn, Flying EMZ to work with one of our attacks that I'm going to talk about in a second, or a Slackberry as a way to allow us to boost our speed by 1 stage to make us a little bit more of an offensive threat and possibly even pass that speed boost off to another member of our team. But for the first move on the set, we're going to go with either Swords Dance as a way to boost your physical attack by 2 stages, or Mirror Move when used in combination with Flying EMZ as a way to also boost your physical attack by 2 stages. Another really cool effect of Mirror Move with Flying EMZ, in addition to boosting your physical attack by 2 stages, is that it will also use a Z move that works along with whatever move you are actually mirroring, which is a really cool effect of this. So in addition to it not only boosting your physical attack, it will also actually hit your opponent with the Z move. And that is really cool because it's kind of a twofold thing that Swords Dance isn't capable of doing. You can only do this once, but it's still a really cool effect. As for the moves though, the main flying type move that you're going to go with is going to be Acrobatics if you aren't running an item, or if you are running an item, going with the Aerial Ace move as a just kind of reliable flying type attack. It's not terribly powerful, but it will still be doing a lot of damage after a Swords Dance or two. And in addition to this, we're going to be running either Substitute or Roost in our third move slot. Substitute as a way to potentially help you sweep a little bit better, as a way to protect you from attacks and statuses, but also a potential way to allow you to get down into your Slackberry, which can then be used in combination with Acrobatics as you no longer have an item, which is pretty cool. Or running Roost to allow you to recover some HP and allow you to boost a little bit easier. Lastly, in the last move slot, again, Roost is an option here again if you didn't want to go with it before, and Baton Pass then comes in here at the very end as a way to possibly pass your Swords Dance boost and even possibly a Slackberry boost that you might have acquired to another member of your team and allow them to sweep. But anyways, everybody, that is it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed this video on possible Oricorio movesets in the new 7th gen metagame. There are a lot of options for this Pokemon outside of just being a special attacker, and being a very powerful and useful Baton Passer that could possibly even Baton Pass boosts it acquired through just its Dancer ability is absolutely phenomenal and will allow this Pokemon to be extremely useful at supporting its team and providing necessary boost to some of its other members. But as I said, everybody, that is it. So as always, take care, goodbye, and I will see you all next time.